Let's take up methods of preparation of alkynes. First, we are taking dehydrohalogenation of vicinal dihalides. Vicinal dihalide means two halogen atoms are attached to adjacent carbon. Vicinal dihalides, when dehydrohalogenated means removal of halogens using removal of hydrogen halide using alcoholic KOH, alkynes are formed. First, we are taking 1,2-dibromoethane and reacting with 2 moles of alcoholic KOH. With 1 mole of alcoholic KOH, Br from here and H from here will be removed. For the second alcoholic KOH, H from here and Br from here will be removed and triple bond we will get. So ethine is formed plus 2kBr plus 2 water. Similarly, if we take 1,2-dibromopropane and treat it with alcoholic KOH, Br from here and H from here, Br from here and H from here will be removed and we'll get triple bond and we get propyne plus 2kBr plus 2 water. So this is the method of preparing alkyne from vicinal dihalides using alcoholic KOH. This is nucleophilic elimination reaction because HBr is getting eliminated. Since vicinal dihalides are easily obtained from alkenes, it provides a method of conversion of alkenes to alkynes. Ethene, if you want to convert to ethine, first treat it with Br2, we will get 1,2-dibromoethane. Treat it with alcoholic KOH, acetylene will be formed. Propene, when reacts with Br2, we get 1,2-dibromopropane. Treat it with 2 moles of alcoholic KOH, propyne will be formed. Dehydrohalogenation is carried out in 2 steps. In the first step, this is the mechanism how the reaction takes place. With the help of alcoholic KOH, in the first step we have removed this H and this X. HX is being removed. How? Alcoholic KOH means C2H5O negative is a stronger nucleophile which takes out H positive ion from here and creates negative charge here. When negative charge is in the vicinity of halogens, this particular halogen goes as X negative ion, creating positive charge here. This positive and negative will result in the formation of double bond. This is vinylic halide, which is very less reactive. If we treat it with stronger nucleophile generator, that is sodamide, which will generate NH2 negative, H from here and X from here will be removed and triple bond will be formed. That's the way how dehydrohalogenation is carried out. Sodamide has got same function as alcoholic KOH. That is the source of strong nucleophile which first abstracts proton and then X negative automatically is removed when we get triple bond and elimination reaction takes place. Vinylic halides are very stable and less reactive. Under mild condition, therefore, dehydrohalogenation stops at vinylic stage. More vigorous condition, that is using stronger base like NaNH2, which has NH2 negative as stronger base, can be used for alkyne formation. Conversion of smaller alkynes to larger ones is done by use of metal acetylide. Metal acetylide are prepared by reaction of ethine or acetylene with NaNH2, that is sodamide. Here what happens, this hydrogen of alkyne is acidic in nature, it can be replaced by sodium and ammonia will be side product. We get sodium acetylide, we also call it monosodium acetylide because one of the hydrogen, acidic hydrogen of acetylene has been removed by sodium. Now we will react it with suitable alkyl halide to get the desired product. If you want to get propyne, we treat it with methyl iodide. So NaI will be lost or NaI will be removed. This CH3 will get attached with this carbon, we will get propyne. If we want to get 1-butene, so in first step is the same. We treat ethine with NaNH2 to get monosodium acetylide. Now we treat it with ethyl iodide because we want 1-butene. So with ethyl iodide, this sodium iodide will be removed and we get 1-butene. But if you want to prepare 2-butene from acetylene, first we will add 2 moles of NaNH2 so that both the acidic hydrogen are removed by sodium and we get disodium acetylide. Now we are treating it with methyl iodide. So this NaI will be removed, this NaI will be removed, we will get CH3 here, we will get 2-butene as the product. That is the way how smaller alkynes can be converted into higher alkynes. In the similar manner, you can convert propyne to higher alkynes also. Dehydrohalogenation of tetrahalides. This process is called dehalogenation because halogen is being removed. Tetrahalide means they have 4 halogen atoms. Example is 1122 tetrabromoethane has 4 hydrogen atoms. We are using zinc dust or zinc in alcohol. This zinc will remove 4 bromine atoms. 2 moles of zinc are required to remove 4 bromine atoms in the form of 2 moles of zinc bromide. Because 4 bromine are being removed, so triple bond will be formed between carbon and will get acetylene. Here we are taking 1122 tetrabromopropane. This is first carbon, this is second carbon, this is third carbon. So we call it 1122 tetrabromopropane heated with 2 moles of zinc, and here we remove 4 bromine with the help of 2 moles of zinc to form 2 moles of zinc bromide, and here triple bond will be formed, resulting in the formation of propyne. Next, we are taking alkylation of acetylene. This method consists of treating an acetylene containing at least one hydrogen on the triply bonded carbon, which is acidic hydrogen, with sodamide, or better with sodium dissolved in liquid ammonia, and followed by action with primary alkyl halide. Acetylene, when treated with NaNH2, we get sodium acetylide. C is negative, Na is positive. Now we treat it with suitable alkyl halide R-X, so we get alkyl acetylene. In general, alkyl acetylene, when treated with NaNH2, we get sodium salt of alkyne. Treated with suitable alkyl halide, we get dialkyl acetylene because one alkyl group was already present and new alkyl group has come by this reaction. Let's take up some important points. Alkylation of acetylene is a nucleophilic displacement of halogens from alkyl halide. Acetylide ion is a nucleophile being a stronger base. Now acetylene reacts with NaNH2. Here H positive ion is replaced by Na positive ion and acetylide ion is negatively charged, ammonia is removed. Now this acetylide ion attacks this carbon where X negative goes away, creating positive charge here. So this positive charge combines with this negative charge to form a single bond. This is way how this reaction is taking place. So acetylide ion being negatively charged acts as a nucleophile in this reaction. Acetylide ion is a strong base and a competing elimination reaction is also likely. Since the decreasing order of elimination in alkyl halide is tertiary halides can get dehydrohalogenation or dehalogenation fastest. Elimination reaction in tertiary halides take place fastest, then secondary, then primary. So the above mentioned method is most useful and successful with primary halides. Because if we use tertiary halide, elimination will take place because of acetylide ion is the stronger base. Acetylene can also be prepared by following methods. First, we can get synthesis from carbon and hydrogen. Whenever any compound is formed from its constituting elements, we call it synthesis. So carbon and hydrogen, when you pass hydrogen gas through carbon electrodes forming an electric arc, that is 2773 Kelvin, acetylene is formed. By electrolysis of sodium salt of fumaric acid, this is called Kolbe's electrolytic method. In aqueous solution, if electrolysis is done, these potassium ions will get discharged and the fumarate ion will lose 2 electrons and liberate 2 carbon dioxide and a triple bond will be formed. We'll get acetylene plus 2 carbon dioxide, potassium ion will form KOH. Potassium ion first will form potassium metal which reacts with water to form KOH and hydrogen gas. By action of water on calcium carbide reacts with water to form acetylene and calcium hydroxide. Let's take up physical properties of alkynes. Acetylene is the first alkyne and its melting point is minus 82 degrees centigrade, boiling point is minus 75 degrees centigrade. Propyne has melting point minus 101.5, boiling point is minus 23 degrees centigrade. 1 butane is minus 122 and 9 degrees centigrade is the boiling point. 1 pentyne is minus 98 degrees centigrade and 40 is the boiling point. Its density at relative density is 0.695 at 20 degrees centigrade. 1 Hexyne has got minus 124 degrees centigrade as melting point and 72 degrees centigrade as boiling point. One heptine has minus 80 degrees centigrade and 100 degrees centigrade boiling point. Octine minus 70 degrees centigrade is the melting point, 120 degrees centigrade is the boiling point, density is 0.747. 109, that is 9 carbon atom is present, minus 65 degrees centigrade is the melting point, 151 degrees centigrade is the boiling point. 1 decyne has minus 36 degrees centigrade melting point and 182 degrees centigrade boiling point, density is 0.770 at 20 degrees centigrade. Most important point to remember is that boiling point goes on increasing with the increase in carbon chain because surface area increases, van der Waals force of attraction increases, hence boiling point. Melting point, you will remember that even number of carbon atoms, hydrocarbons or alkynes with even number of carbon atoms will have higher melting point than odd ones because they fit into crystal lattice more readily. Let's take up physical properties of some more alkynes. 2-butene has melting point minus 24 degrees centigrade, boiling point 27 degrees centigrade, and relative density is 0.694. 2-pentyne has melting point minus 101 degrees centigrade, boiling point 55 degrees centigrade, relative density is 0.714. 3-methyl 1-butene has boiling point 29 degrees centigrade because it is branch chain. So branch chain means boiling point will decrease because of least surface area, least van der Waals force of attraction, and boiling point will be less. Relative density is 0.665, which has decreased. 2-hexyne has melting point minus 92 degrees centigrade, boiling point is 84 degrees centigrade, and relative density is 0.730. 3-hexyne has got minus 51 degrees centigrade as melting point, 81 degrees centigrade is the boiling point, relative density is 0.725. 3,3-dimethyl 1-butene is minus 81 degrees centigrade melting point and 38 degrees centigrade boiling point, relative density is 0.669. 4-octine has 131 degrees centigrade as boiling point, relative density 0.748. 5-decyne has got boiling point 175 degrees centigrade, 0.769 is the relative density. So in general, the boiling point increases with the increase in carbon atom and decreases with branching, and melting point is higher if the molecule is symmetrical and fits into crystal lattice more readily. If it is unsymmetrical, it does not fit into crystal lattice more readily. Acidity of alkynes, a triply bonded carbon acts as if it is an entirely different element, that is more electronegative element from the carbon having single bond or double bond. As a result, hydrogen attached to triply bonded carbon as in acetylene or any other alkyne with triple bond at the end terminal carbon of the chain is acidic in nature. It shows appreciable acidity. For example, sodium reacts with acetylene to liberate hydrogen gas and forms sodium acetylide. This reaction is comparable with the reaction of sodium with water. This is acetylene, we are reacting with sodium metal, sodium acetylide is formed and half moles of hydrogen is formed. This reaction shows acidic nature of acetylene. Let us discuss how strong acidic is acetylene. Using the method of displacement, let's compare it with number of compounds. Lithium metal reacts with ammonia to form lithium amide, which is a salt of weak acid, that is ammonia. Ammonia reacts with lithium to form lithium amide. Lithium is positive, NH2 is negative, plus half mole of hydrogen is formed. Addition of acetylene to lithium amide dissolved in ether gives ammonia and lithium acetylide. This is a stronger acid, this is stronger base. It forms ammonia, which is weaker acid, and lithium acetylide is formed, which is weaker base. The weaker acid HNH2 is replaced from its salt by stronger acid acetylene. In other words, the strong base pulls the proton away from the weaker base HC triple bond C negative. Thus, if NH2 negative holds the proton more tightly than acetylide ion, then HNH2 must be weaker acid than acetylene. Acetylene is a weaker acid than water also. When water is added to acetylide, hydroxide ion is formed and acetylene is liberated. In similar way, acetylene can be shown to be weaker acid than alcohols also. This is water which we are reacting with stronger base, that is lithium acetylide. We get acetylene which is weaker acid and a weaker base, lithium hydroxide.